6, and the big matches keep coming. Third-placed Aberdeen were away at Hearts. Commentary comes from Rob McLean.
No Garuccio, Morrison or Vanacek for Hearts. Into the team come Connor Shaughnessy, Craig Whiten and Uche Ikpeazu. Aberdeen recall Andy Considine. He's back after injury in place of Michael Devlin. Greg Stewart is preferred to Stevie May. That's Jake Mulroney. Here goes Uche Ikpeazu, pounding his way through those challenges, getting the shot away, but it was straight down the throat of Joe Lewis already. He's showing, as usual, that he is a major handful. Derek McInnes and Aberdeen unbeaten in 9 games away from Pittodrie. Niall McGinn with the corner kick. That's Sam Cosgrove back off the bar, and Conor McLennan scores. Aberdeen in front. They've been in charge pretty much from kick-off, and they get the advantage they will feel they deserve. Goal number 4 for the top team for the 19-year-old Conor McLennan. He was quickest to react in close when that Cosgrove header looped back off the bar. It's not been good viewing so far for Craig Levein. The goal scorer, McLennan, looks to create something here. In for Lewis Ferguson. That's Cosgrove again, touched over this time by Bobby's Lamal. A big target and a header which was on target. Christophe Berra launching it for Hearts, and hesitation at the back between McKenna and Lewis, and Uche Ikpeazu has missed a sitter. He had the whole goal to aim at here. Somehow he's put it wide. Arno Jum's in trouble, looking for a free kick, and he's not getting it. McLennan for Stewart, and Greg Stewart gave up the chase early on. Now Hearts on the move. Jake Mulroney making a run right down the middle, and he's still going. In went Considine. That's a penalty. It wasn't a great decision, this, by Andy Considine. Lunging in, making contact, down went Mulroney. Stonewall penalty. It's shone clear, and it's 1-1. Well, it's 3 goals in 4 games for Hearts number 9, and he's taken that penalty perfectly. All square. Back goes Niall McGinn. That's a dangerous looking back pass. In goes Ikpeazu. He's looking for a penalty, and all he's going to get is a yellow card for diving. Now that's got to be worth a second look, as Lewis traps on his foot. Should have been a penalty. Mulroney on the move again. In goes Ferguson. No free kick. It's Ikpeazu on the turn, and again it's straight at the goalkeeper. Really good play this from Mulroney, and Hearts are a team transformed in the second half. And his team have lost it. In comes Shaughnessy's free kick. Berra's header is Craig Whiten with a chance. Joe Lewis makes a brilliant save, but the former Dundee striker surely had to be scoring here. What a chance for him. He got the ball down, stumbled, chance gone. In went Shinnie. That's Ball. Stewart stumbling, but he gets the pass away, and this is Conor McLennan, not far away, looking to restore Aberdeen's advantage, but the Dons have been poor second half. Hearts in charge and looking to get a winner. That was a push by Cosgrove, no doubt about it. Free kick given. And Shaughnessy quickly sends it downfield. It's missed by Considine. Piezo gets past McKenna and he scores brilliantly. Hearts in front, 13 minutes from time. Is this the goal that wins it at Tynecastle? It's a horror show at the back for Aberdeen, but it's a top-class finish from Piezo. It's Hearts 2, Aberdeen 1.
I didn't think there was an awful lot in the first half. Both teams had few chances, and Aberdeen managed to obviously take theirs and go in with the lead. So I must give enormous amount of credit to the players for their response in the second half. They were much braver in their play. They played higher up the pitch, and as a consequence of that, we won the game.
If we produce the first half performance, I feel as though we're going to win the game. Like I say, we were an opportunity to get the second goal breaking on them, and they then breaking us and get a penalty kick. The crowd helped at their cause here. I think they've got a brilliant crowd, Hearts, and get right behind their home team. You know, the second goal was disappointing for us because it's a straight ball, you know, and we should deal with it the first time. We should certainly deal with it the second time, and for him to allow to get through in and go is so disappointing for us.
Well, in the end, it was a big win for Hearts, and the big man up front, Uche Piezo, made all the difference. More on him very shortly, but it has to be said, Michael, we were there yesterday at Tynecastle. Aberdeen very much the better side in the first half.
They were, you know, they were in a dominant position. They had taken the lead, and you know, right throughout the first half, it was Aberdeen that were, you know, imposing themselves in the game and their style of play. Hearts were far too passive. You see here in the middle of the park, look at the space that Lewis Ferguson's got to look up, play the ball. Conor McLennan, I think he could have made his run in angle a little bit better, and he could have got in there. And look at this, is right in the middle of the park. Greg Stewart, space to look up, pick his pass. Conor McLennan getting on the counter-attack, getting support round the outside from Dominic Bolly. Cuts inside and has a shot though. But that was the theme of that first half, where Aberdeen were the ones that were controlling the game. Yeah. They were looking to play some football as well, passing it around. And through the middle of the park, they were just dominant. Graham Shinney driving past Peter Haring there and having a strike on goal. And then when Hearts, all they were doing was thumping up the park, and Aberdeen were dealing with it defensively. They were winning second balls, getting onto it, and you see here they're then going up the other end and trying to counter-attack on Hearts. And they obviously got their first the goal in the game. Here's the 6-yard box. There's 4 Aberdeen players in front of the whole Hearts defence ready to knock that into the net. And I think that just summed up the first half performance for Hearts, where it was lethargic. There wasn't really any aggression in their game. And also, I mean, the style, it was up to Piezo, but without that aggression and the lethargy that they had, they weren't imposing themselves in the game at all.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing of beauty to watch this match overall, you have to say. Graham Shinney, impressive in midfield for Aberdeen, it has to be said. Then it all changed in the second half. Piezo would be a big player.
Huge.
Didn't start well the second half for him.
No, it didn't, but this was a theme of what happened. You know, Hearts smashing the ball at the park, Aberdeen just not defending properly. You know, that's terrible defending.
Missed that,
and it's an unbelievable miss. But you look at this here, there's the midfield two of Shinney and Ferguson. The gap, there's nobody in midfield. Jake Mulroney, fair play, good drive and run from him, but he's 60 yards into the box before anybody tries to tackle him.
What is Considine doing though?
Is really
He's going
poor.
nowhere.
And this wasn't given as a penalty, and I've got to be, you know, honest and say at the time I thought that John Beaton had got it right, but you see there, Lewis catches him on the foot at Piezo, so it was a penalty, and it was harsh to get the yellow card, but I thought the referee got it right when I saw it first time. But again, look at this. This is the difference to Hearts in the second half. They were snapping into tackles. You saw Ferguson in the first half, all the space and time in the world, whereas Hearts were right on top of them, winning balls. Again, though, this is what Hearts were doing. Smash it up the field. Piezo causing an absolute menace to the Aberdeen defence, who should have been dealing with it better. I mean, look at that there as well. This is the goal.
Takes it well.
The two set is a wonderful finish. It's an absolute wonderful finish. But Considine head it, and then McKenna deal with it.
Yeah.
But that is a great goal from Piezo, and you know, for Hearts, there's a real concern because just after that, he goes off with a head knock. Looks as if he was concussed. Now, if he's concussed, chances are he's not going to be playing the next 2 games, or he might be out longer.
Yeah.
And he is so central to how Hearts play. He's such a difficult attacker for defenders to deal with. And as I said before, Hearts smash everything up to him. He's the platform to get players in and around him. And if he's not there, then...
Do you think they're
the
over-reliant
question
on him at the minute?
Well, I don't think there's any question about that, you know, nobody's going to be able to replicate what he does for Hearts. And I don't see what it is the plan B is for Hearts. Plan A was what they were doing in the first half.
Yeah.
They weren't doing it well. The second half was doing the same thing, but doing it better.
Just say, Stephen, it was a fantastic victory for Hearts, I have to say, especially given Aberdeen's fantastic away record.
Their away record's been phenomenal. It really has. And after the first half, you're thinking they're going to get another result. But the defending, from an Aberdeen point of view, to lose those 2 goals, the Constantine diving in, an experienced player like him shouldn't have done it. And then the second goal's almost comedy stuff from the 2 centre halves. But yeah, Hearts, it's a massive 3 points for them, and it sets up a big